Hey, good morning guys. It is Nick Mulbauer here as usual, and I just want to bring up two things to preface this past weekend's video. The first is very simple. Throughout the video I'm like carp, 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 carp. We caught the heck out of some carp today. Well, that's a mis-ID and they're actually bigmouth buffalo. I did some research when I got home because I don't know my carp very well, and apparently the bigmouth buffalo is not even a type of carp, it is a sucker. They're different. Up until this past weekend I thought they were the same thing and they were just different species of carp, and sucker was a type of carp, but apparently sucker and carp are in their own lanes. They're different. So I learned something this past weekend, so I apologize for the mis-ID of the fish in the video. Aside from that, we caught an absolute heck load of them. We probably caught, I don't know, I don't think it's exaggerating to say I caught over 100 pounds of bigmouth buffalo this past weekend. They were kind of bycatch. I went out this weekend and I was like, I want to catch a hybrid striped bass. I want to catch one. Sometimes they show up off this main lake point, and only this time of year, right before the lakes start to freeze over, they sometimes show up and sometimes they don't. So what ended up happening is, number two, I caught a heck of a hybrid, probably one of the biggest ones, if not the biggest one I've ever caught out of this body of water. Couldn't have asked for a better, healthier, thicker hybrid striped bass. But what happened was, prior to catching that hybrid, I caught a buffalo and it splashed the heck out of my camera. Not thinking to check my lens, it splashed the lens, and all the footage is distorted because there's a drop of water that landed right in the middle of the lens of my GoPro. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to splice that and show you guys some supplemental photos or the release, because I did film the release all slow-mo with my iPhone. So we're gonna jump into this video. We're gonna scope out these giant bigmouth buffalo. They were so fun. And then we'll take a look at this hybrid striped bass. It was a heck of a catch. It made my day. It's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm so excited to come home and have my first big, beautiful hybrid on camera, and the footage is absolutely destroyed by a gosh darn bigmouth buffalo. So aside from that, scope out the video, check it out. We're going to try to unhook this fella without actually putting him in the boat. Has in the mouth, guys, that's honest. We're over here snap jigging. We're looking to catch wipers. They come over here sometimes this time of year, but I've been struggling to find them. We'll let him make a run. Get a pliers. It's just so cold, I'd rather not. There he goes. He can swim down now. It's just so cold, I don't prefer to bring those wet hogs onto the kayak, but like I said, we're out here off a point and we're just snap jigging. You can see that there's tons of fish down there. I would say those are big head carp just stacked down there. So we just got on a jigging rap. We're just sending it to the bottom and we're just snapping it off bottom. It's like the simplest fishing there is.
And I'm really stoked that that fish was in the mouth, because I do not like foul hooking fish. Honestly, I'm just waiting for ice to form these days. It's just taking so long for ice to form. Every time you get a little bit of ice to form, you have a day or two of, you know, warmer weather mixing, and undoes everything. So we're just going to be in limbo probably till January, and this is my least favorite time of year to fish. There's just, you know, nothing to do. It's just so hard. You can't really travel because you don't know if lakes are going to be open or skim iced over. So there's just not a lot of options right now. So I'm out here local. I have a family Christmas to go to this afternoon, so I thought I'd stay close. We know we can fish out here because this is the last lake in the area to freeze. There. Got hung up there. Don't like that. I just embedded that thing. But yeah, we're just going to take what we can get today. Boy, these things are bricks, guys. Got another one coming up here. My, oh my, look at that thing. Look at the size of these fish, guys. Giant carp. You're just a brick. Don't splash me, boy. I'm gonna get you unhooked. I'm gonna get you back. Woo. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's too cold for these things to splash you. Get him unstuck here. Wow. He's angry. There we go. Come here, bud. I'm gonna unstick you. Get over here. He ain't giving up, folks. They have such tough scales and stuff. That's bone, basically, cartilage. There he goes. Oh guys, it's so fun. It really is. These things are nuts. They're so big and intense. Just a lot of fun. Just bringing them up to the kayak just to observe them and admire them. You know, I'm not a big carp guy, but you know, when this is all we have right now while we wait for ice. It is a bit of an adrenaline rush. It's just crazy. It's like you think you set your hook into a cinder block, but it starts to move. It's just so much fun. They're just piled up over here and we're just having a ball. I guess you could say we patterned in some carp, all the same species of carp. Just a mess of them down there. Getting splashed and having fun. Freezing cold winter fun, guys. I think it was number 6, guys. This one feels like a darn weight too. word. We have 14-pound braid onto a 14-pound mono leader. Me, oh my, I think they're getting bigger with every cast, guys. Hand's getting worn out. Curious to see how big this SOB is. Goodness. I should have my pliers ready, because Lord knows. This one's bigger than the last. I think the last one was giant. Oh, it's a wiper. Yes. Holy crap, guys. This is a wiper. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Yeah. Bring this one in the boat. Boy, that felt just like the carp. I'll be darned. Open your mouth, boy. Oh, there we go, guys. We're getting wet for this guy. This is unorthodox, but we'll take it. My word. That's what I'm talking about, folks. That is what I'm talking about. Holy heck. This is what I was looking for, guys. Oh, get him unstuck. Let's get a look at him. That is why we freeze our butt off, guys. Woo! That's a big one. That's a giant hybrid, guys. Look at that beautiful fish. It's probably a 24-inch hybrid striped bass. Look how wide that fish is. I don't like to hold on to them very long, but that is a beautiful hybrid. What a beautiful fish. What an awesome fight. We'll get that fish back after a picture. Hopefully I can hold on to this fish while I get a photograph. All right. Whew. That is what I'm talking about, guys. That is why I come out here and freeze my fanny off. Something like that. What a wonderful, wonderful fish. What a beautiful lake hybrid. Amazing. Amazing, amazing fish. I kind of took more time than I wanted to taking a picture of that fish, but it may just be the only one I catch all year. That's my first one of 2023. I know you can catch them pretty thick in the rivers and you can go out, but they are really tough to target in this lake. They're always blowing up on shad and you just never ever know where that's going to happen. So to be able to get a big one like that, that's one of the biggest ones I've ever caught, is just amazing. Absolutely super cool. And if we catch any other ones, we'll get them back immediately. I just had to get a photo of something so beautiful and so rare for me to catch. That's a great way to top off the day if that's how it's going to end. So we'll get back out there, see if we can't catch a couple more carp or striped bass. But that is why I came out here in the first place. So to have that one hit is really special. Really cool, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to fight that fish. So we'll get back out there, and just keep snap jigging. That's what we're doing.
All right, guys, that's it. That was the day. It's just as simple as ripping. I don't even think it matters. It doesn't have to be a jigging wrap. I think you just get a heavy weighted swim bait or minnow, just something heavily weighted, and just rip it off bottom. I had 14-pound braid to 14-pound mono, and just went ripping, went snap jigging, and it was just a heck of a good time. So that's as simple as fishing gets, guys. It takes no brains to drop a heavy weighted jig head or a heavy lead weight of a lure down to bottom and just rip it off bottom. It's brainless. So I don't need to give you in-depth details. I use it seasonally. I have to know if fish are in the area. And we use them on ice. I use them right before ice, and sometimes I use them right after ice out is when I use those jigging wraps or heavy weighted lures and drop them to the bottom, just start snap jigging. It works great for walleye, works great for hybrid striped bass. Sometimes it's just, you got to know that fish are in the area. But that's every lure, you know. If there's no fish there, how are you going to catch them? So simple fishing, ripping off the bottom. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a heck of a lot of fun catching so many giant fish. Anyways, but I'll let you guys go. We'll hopefully get back out there this weekend, and it's just still waiting for ice, guys. I don't know if it's ever coming this year. I mean, we're just gonna wake up every morning with skim ice, and then we're gonna go to bed every evening with open lakes. So we can't get ice here. We can't form ice. It just doesn't get cold enough. So just waiting around, guys. Just getting creative while we wait for ice, because like I said in previous episodes, that it's nowhere safe. You just don't know where you can go. You're gonna drive and you might end up with skim ice, or you're gonna drive and hopefully you can go fish. So it's just a crapshoot right now, and I don't want to drive, half hour one way just to have to turn around because there's a lake that's iced over. So I don't know. We'll get back out there this weekend. I have no idea what I'm doing, but hey, it's fun, man. I'm just fishing. Love fishing. Can't get enough of fishing. Just got to keep fishing. So you guys take care. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.